Hello, I am Frederick Lemieux, and in focus today, diversity and inclusion in the intelligence community. I'm joined by Jorina Thomas. She is a faculty for the Masters in Applied Intelligence at Georgetown SCS. Welcome, Jorina.
Thank you, Frederick. So nice to be here with you today.
First of all, can you tell us about the current social demographic makeup of the intelligence community?
Sure. So the latest stats that I saw had minorities as a whole at about 25-26% last time the stats were checked. I saw a stat for women at about 37-38%. And then I saw a different cutout for individuals with disabilities, but I wasn't able to nail down an exact statistic. So even looking at those statistics cut out like that, it seems like minorities are somewhat underrepresented as in relation to the whole of the staff in the intelligence community right now.
And why is that, do you think? Where is the source of that imbalance, if you want?
Well, I think it could be attributed to a couple of things. I think one might be that those who will be coming into the field maybe are not exposed to what the intelligence community is, the different range of positions that someone could have. So I think that's part of it. I think another element to it might be misconceptions of those in minority populations about what intelligence is and what it does. I think that there might be some holdovers of negative experiences that they may have heard of in the past about intelligence and law enforcement and government in general, maybe overstepping their boundaries, not treating minority communities well. So I think that there are a couple of things in the mix there.
Okay, thank you. And how do you think that this lack of representation impact the intelligence community in pursuing its mission? Do you think that it has an impact? Do you think that they're missing out something?
I do. I really feel strongly that diversity of all stripes, racial, ethnic, gender diversity, diversity in types of abilities really does make any endeavor rich. It makes it stronger and deeper. And so I think for the intelligence community in particular, a community that focuses on analyzing information, gathering information from different sources, it is particularly important to have that depth and breadth of diversity in its ranks. And I think when we miss that, we see things like misguided intelligence products that seem to target unfairly certain populations, intelligence products that misrepresent information that would have maybe been caught had they had those working on that product had a more diverse team to share ideas with. So I think diversity is extremely important in the intelligence community. I think that the leaders of the intelligence community recognize this too. For example, in the 2019 National Intelligence Strategy, building, recruiting, and retaining a diverse pool of talent is part of the national intelligence strategy. So it's recognized. I think we just need to get it right and figure out how to do that well, not only to recruit, but also to promote and retain those diverse, highly talented, diverse folks in the community.
And it's also pressing as the intelligence community also insert new technology like AI and will develop, for example, algorithm that could be biased and toward, for example, a certain group or a certain community. So it's important to have those kinds of minds at the table when those things are deployed and incepted. Yes.
Absolutely.
So you were talking about the strategy to try to retain a diverse, talented workforce. What kind of concrete action, you think that the intelligence community could put forward to address those issues, to hire and diversify, if you want, its workforce?
Sure. So I think that there are typical things you can do, pull from different areas of expertise. So recruit from different universities, for example, recruit from different organizations that are built around affinity groups, whether they're women, whether they're minorities, whether they're individuals with disabilities. So I think that has been done and it will continue to be done. But aside from that, I would love to see the intelligence community apply its own standards and practices to this problem. So we talk a lot about structured analytic techniques, for example. Wouldn't it be great to see some leaders in the intelligence community apply, a brainstorming technique or outside-in technique or something to this problem of diversity in the community, and see what ideas come up from that, using our own tools and techniques to solve a very real problem that we have.
That's an excellent suggestion. Thank you for that. And thank you, Jarina, for sharing your insights. It's been a real pleasure to discuss those challenges with you, and also seeing what could be done about it. And thanks to everyone out there watching, and stay tuned for more Georgetown SCS news.